My shoulder divided into 2, it will give me 8.5. Then I'm going to place 8.5 here. So this is 8.5, sorry. You can see this is 8.5. I will place the 8.5 here. So while the sleeve, then I'm going to take the measurement. I'm making use of 9 inches for the sleeve. So I'm going to place the 9 inches here. So the wideness of the neck that I'm working with a 3 inches. The wideness is 3 inches. I'll place the 3 inches here. While the depth is 4 inches. So I'm going to place the 4 inches. So I'm going to connect this line together. This is for the neckline. I hope you can see. Here's how I'm going to connect it. So this is for the neck. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take my nipple to nipple. My nipple to nipple is 9 inches. 9 divided into 2, it will give me 4.5, right? So I'm going to place 4.5 here. You can see we are placing from this bust line, not chest line. So I'm going to place it this way. Then I'm going to place it here as well. 4.5. Sorry. This is 4.5. I'll place it here. Then 4.5 as well. I'll place it here. Then I will take it to my bask line. I will still place there 4.5. I hope you can see. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to connect this line together from my bust to my bask, where my bask will stop. So I'm going to connect this line together. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I'll connect this line together like so. So I'm going to come to my chest line. So the measurement that I have in my shoulder line, this is my shoulder. So the measurement that I have here, I have a 8.5 inch. So I'm going to place it to my, I'll bring it to my chest line. I'll place the 8.5 inch here. After placing the 8.5 inch, then I'm going to place my bust measurement. So I'm going to place it this way. This is my bust measurement. I will place it like so. So what I'm going to do, this is my waistline, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take 0.7 inch here, 0.7 inch here, like so. So after I take it this way, I'm going to place it. So what I have in two sides will be 1.5 inch. What I have in two sides, it will be 1.5 inch. I'm going to connect it from here to this place first before I connect it down. Please, where I'm connecting it, where I'm taking that 0.7 inches is for the waistline. So I'm going to connect it from the bust. This is my bust. I'm going to connect it from here like so. Then I'll do the same thing this side. So I'll still connect, I will connect it to the down of this place. You can see what I'm doing. I will connect it. Please, you can see the star on the screen. Please, just subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if there's any question, please drop it in the comment section. So what I'm going to do, I already placed my bust measurement. Then I'm going to place my waist measurement. My waist divided into 4. It will give me 10. So this 1.5 inches that I have here, then I'm going to place it here. This is 1.5 inch. I will place it here. Then I also do the same thing to my hip line. My hip divided into 4. So I will divide my hip into 4. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to connect this line from my chest line to my waistline like so. I will connect it this way. You can see, I'll connect it this way. So while from here, I'm going to connect it. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Make sure that it's aligned. I'll connect it this way. So this is how it's going to look like. Then I'm going to come to this my under bust. I'll come to this my other bust. Then I'm going to take the other bust measurement. So the other bust measurement is 38. 38 divided by 2 divided by 4. So it is 9.5. This is my under bust. So my under bust is 9.5. So I'm going to place the 9.5 here, like what I'm doing. This is my 9.5. I hope you can see. So what I have here, I'm going to check what I have here. I have 1.5 inches. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to place half inches here. Then I will place 1 inches here. I hope you understand. So the next thing I'm going to do, so from this other bust, I'm going to connect it to this place like so. Then I'm going to connect it. Please, if you don't understand, just ask a question. You can see. So right from here, then I'm going to place it. Sorry, I'll place it this way. I hope you understand. After dividing my bust into 4 is 30. Dividing it into 4, it give me 9.5. So I already placed my 9.5. So I check what I have here. What I have here is 1.5 inches. So I place 1 inches here, place 1.5 inches here. So the next thing I'm going to do, from this place, I'm going to connect it to this my bask length. You can see what I'm doing. I'll connect it this way like so. So I'll also do the same thing this side. So I'm going to place it like so. If I place it this way, it's going to follow my dart. So I'm going to use a broken line like so that you can see the differentiation. You can see. I hope you can see. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to come to my neckline. Before I come to my neckline, so I later change the neckline. So what I have here, I have a 3.5 inch. You know that the neckline that we used before is 3 inches. So I use 3.5 inches. While the wideness, the depth is still the same 4 inches. So I'm going to connect it from this my bust point. I will connect it to this my new line, my neckline. I hope you can see. I will connect it this way. I'm going to connect it this way. You can see. This is how it's going to look like. So I'm going to come to this my shoulder line. So this is my shoulder from here. Since this is my neckline, so I will come to this my shoulder. So I'm going to check what I have here from this my neckline to this my shoulder. I know my shoulder is 17 inches. Divide it to 2 is giving me 8.5. So what I have here, I have 5 inches. So I'm going to play 5 divided into 2. It will give me 2.5. I hope you can see this is the 2.5. So from here, I'm going to connect it from this 2.5 to this bust point. I'm going to connect it this way. So I hope you can see. This is how I'm connecting it. This is mine. So this is it, like so. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to measure what I have here. What I have here, I have a 2.5 inch. So this place, from this my neckline to this side, to this line, I'm going to measure what I have. I have 2.5 inch. I hope you can see. So I'm going to divide this 2.5 inch. I will divide it into 2 this way. So what I have, I will bring it to this place. This is my sleeve. So I'm going to measure, I'm going to mark it here. This is, I will mark it here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to rule a straight line to extend it this way. You can see what I'm doing. After that, we are done with the neck, and we are done with the shoulder, done with the princess dart. So I'm going to check what I have here. What I have here, because if we cut it out, we are going to be short. I'm going to check what we have here, just a little inch. Then I'm going to place it here like so. I'll place it this way. So I'm going to connect it to the waistline. So I will connect it this way. Please, if you don't understand, just rewind the video again. And if you have any question, please drop it in the comment section. I will answer you. Please, I will connect it this way. So this is my chest line for the sleeve. I'm going to extend it by 4 inches. I will extend it this way by 4 inches. So I will extend it. I hope you can see. So from my shoulder, from my bust, this is my bust. Then I'm going to cut that by 2 inches for my dart. I will cut that by 2 inches. So this 2 inches, I will divide it into 2. It will give me 1 inches. I hope you can see. So from this place, I will connect this dart from here. I will connect it to this my bust point. I will connect it this way. Then I also do the same thing like so. I hope you can see. So I'm going to check what I have here. And I check what I have here. So I'm going to 0.7. Then I'm going to connect it this way. I hope you can see. So I'm going to just connect it this way like so. I don't want it to be too short. I hope you can see. So while from this my sleeve, I'm going to connect it. This is my sleeve here, sorry. I will connect this from my sleeve to this 4 inches that we extend. I will connect it this way. This will not be our sleeve. This will not be our sleeve. So let me extend the line. This will not be our sleeve. I hope you can see. These are the sleeve is going to look like. So for this my waistline, I'm going to cut that by 2 inches for the bask. How we get that shape. So I'm going to cut that by 2 inches like so. I'll cut that by 2 inches. So from here, then I'm going to place my ruler to connect it. I hope you can see. I will place my ruler. Then I'm going to connect it from here to the down of the paper. Then I'm going to connect it this way. Please, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please, you can see I take my time to explain. So this is how I'm going to leave it. But when we are drafting in, I cut down by 7 inches. But if we check it now, what we have here, let me check what we have here. So I have 11 inches. It's okay. Like I said, it depends on the size that you are working on, the height of the person and the hip of the person. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to cut this front out. I'll cut it out, then we'll cut the back. Please, if we are cutting this side out. So this side, we are cutting it out. So if I'm cutting, I'm going to cut this place at this center out. So this is the back. What we do that from my starting line, cut down by my chest line. My chest line is 9 inches. So to my waistline is 16 inches. The front was 18 because of the 2 inches that we minus for the dart. So while from my waist to the bask is 11 inches. After we cut the front, it was 11 inches the moment we check it. So the next thing I'm going to do now, the same measurement, the same shoulder measurement that we use, 7, 8.5, and I add the 9 inches for the sleeve. I hope you can see 9 inches for the sleeve. So just the same thing. So what I'm going to do, for this my chest line, I will cut that by 1 inches. So I will cut that by 1 inches for this my chest line. I hope you can see. So from my waistline, my nipple to nipple divided into 2, give me 4.5. Then I'll still do the same thing for here. Nipple to nipple divided into 2, also give me 4.5. Then I will do the same thing to the bask line. My nipple to nipple divided into 2, 4.5. So I'm going to connect this line together from here. I will connect it this way. I hope you can see. Just the same measurement. Sorry, my marker. So I'll connect it this way. You can see what I'm doing. So from my waistline, I will take ½ inch here, take ½ inch here. So this 1 inch that I come down with, I will connect it this way. I will connect it this way. This is ½ inch. This is ½ inch from this side. So I'm going to connect it down to my Bask line, the ½ inch. You can see what I'm doing. I will connect it this. I hope you can see because my marker is finished because of the AC. So I will connect it this way. So the next thing I'm going to do, the neckline that I'm working with, you know that the neckline that we use for the front was 3½ inch. So the neck depth, I'm still going to use the same 3½ inch this way. Then I'm going to cut down by 6 inch. So I will cut down by 6 inches. Then I'm going to connect it this way. So I'll connect it this way. Sorry, from here I will connect it. So this is the front, this is the back. I will connect it this way. So this is the neckline I'm using for the back. So from this place, I'm going to connect it. So I'm going to draw a straight line to connect to this place. The same thing I do to the front side. I'll connect it this way. I hope you can see what I'm doing. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to add my chest measurement. That is my bust measurement, my waist measurement, and my hip measurement. So my bust is 44 divided into 4. My waist is 40, while the hip is 48 divided into 4. Then I'll add the measurements. So I'm going to connect this line together like so. Please, this moment, if you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe. I don't want the video is too long, but it's getting long anyway. Let me just finish it. I will connect the line like so. I hope you can see what I'm doing because I don't have marker. So I will connect it this way. So guys, so I already look for the marker so that you can see the line very well. So it's the same thing that we do to the back side, the front side. I'm going to explain. So I'm going to explain. I cut that by 1 inch, like I said here. Where from here, take ½ inch. So I connect it to the Bask line. So the next thing I did, so for this my waistline, I come it by 1 inch. Connect it from this place, connect it from this waistline, connect it to the shoulder line. So I also do the same thing, connect it to this Bask line. So what I have here is 1 inch, right? I replace it here. So what I have here is ½ inch. I also replace it here. So that is why you are seeing 2 lines. Then I connected the line together. So the same thing that we did to the front side, the 4 inches. You know that for the extending for the sleeve, we add 4 inches. So this is the 4 inches. So this is the 4 inches. The ½ inch we have here, the same thing that we do here. So what I'm going to do now, you have for me to cut it out. Then we cut that by 2 inches from this place. The same thing at the front, we cut that from the waistline, we cut that by 2 inches. So we connect the line together. So what I'm going to do, connect the line together. I'm going to cut it out. Then I'll bring the front and the back side. So after cutting it, this is the front side. You can see this is how it's going to look like. I hope you can see. So this is for the front. So I'm going to place this aside. Then I'm going to bring the back. So this is the back side. Make sure that it's aligned like this. You can see. Please, if you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you need a video on how to sew it, please just drop your comments in the comment section. If you need a video on this, how to sew it, please drop your comments in the comment section. God bless you. My name is Grace. Bye.